Airports, a melting pot of dreams, delays, and deeply unhinged behavior. Within this wild ecosystem roam 5 distinct species, elusive, dramatic, and occasionally dangerous to your sanity. Today we identify them and teach you how to avoid them. Ah yes, the loud talker. A staple of any airport ecosystem, as common as overpriced water bottles and that lingering smell of jet fuel and desperation. You know the type. Blissfully unaware of their surroundings, they treat the entire terminal like their own personal conference room.
Yes, I did find the gate. It's right by the anti-ans, can you believe it?
They're the ones on their Bluetooth headsets, pacing back and forth, narrating their every move like a sports commentator having a very dull existential crisis. And God forbid you make eye contact, that's their cue to rope you into their personal saga. Suddenly you're an unwilling audience to their detailed account of their ingrown toenail removal or their hot take on the latest season of Love Island. The worst part? They're often immune to even the most obvious social cues. You could be wearing noise-cancelling headphones, actively reading a book titled How to Avoid Awkward Conversations, and they'd still find a way to project their voice directly into your soul. So what's the best defense against this auditory assault? Sadly, there's no foolproof method. It's like playing a real-life game of whack-a-mole, except instead of moles, it's just people's terrible life choices. Your best bet, strategic seating. Find a quiet corner, as far away from human contact as possible, and if all else fails, embrace the chaos. Put in those headphones, crank up the white noise, and pretend you're on a different planet. One where people understand the concept of indoor voices. Ah, the gate sprinter, a creature of pure, unadulterated chaos, thriving in the ecosystem of pre-flight anxiety. They are the embodiment of that sinking feeling you get when you realize you've left your passport in the bathroom and your flight is boarding in 5 minutes. You'll spot them lurking near the charging stations, seemingly calm, maybe even enjoying a Cinnabon. But don't be fooled by their relaxed exterior. They are living on borrowed time, existing in a blissful state of denial until that fateful moment when their flight flashes boarding on the departure screen. And then the transformation begins. Their eyes widen, their skin pales, and they morph from a casual traveler into a frantic gazelle being chased by a pride of particularly judgmental lions.
Excuse me, coming through. Sorry, gotta catch my flight. Move, move!
Suddenly they're weaving through the terminal at breakneck speed, their carry-on luggage becoming a battering ram, their whispered apologies sounding more like threats. They are a force of nature, leaving a trail of dropped iPhones and spilled Starbucks in their wake, and you just pray to the travel gods that you're not in their direct path. The Gate Sprinter is a cautionary tale, a reminder that procrastination and airport terminals are a dangerous combination. So, learn from their mistakes, set your alarm, pack the night before, and maybe invest in a watch that actually works. The neck pillow extremist. A fascinating specimen in the airport ecosystem. Now let's be clear, there's no shame in a little travel comfort. We've all been there, crammed into those economy seats like sardines in a can, longing for a decent night's sleep. But the neck pillow extremists, they take it to a whole new level. For them, the airport is not a place of transit, but a spa retreat, a sanctuary of relaxation amidst the chaos. And their neck pillow, it's not just an accessory, it's an extension of their being. You'll recognize them instantly. They're the ones sporting those high-tech neck pillows that look like they belong in a sci-fi film. The ones with built-in speakers, eye masks, and possibly a miniature oxygen tank, just in case. They're the ones who boarded the plane mentally 6 hours ago. They've already changed into their compression socks, spritzed themselves with lavender essential oil, and are currently engaged in a deep meditation session, completely unfazed by the screaming toddler in the next seat. The neck pillow extremist is a master of self-care, a shining beacon of comfort in the often uncomfortable world of air travel. But be warned, their dedication to relaxation can be intense. Approach with caution. And whatever you do, don't ask to borrow their neck pillow. It's like asking a mother bear for a sip of her cub's honey. Just back away slowly and admire their commitment to comfort from a safe distance. The emotional goodbyer. Ah yes, a species known for turning the simple act of departure into a Shakespearean tragedy. Airports are already emotional pressure cookers, filled with a potent mix of excitement, anxiety, and the lingering dread of knowing you'll soon be stuck in a metal tube hurtling through the sky.
Saying goodbye is just so hard. Promise me you'll water my plants and feed the goldfish, and don't forget to tell Aunt Mildred I said hello, even though she still owes me $20 from that time we went to the casino.
But for the emotional goodbyer, saying farewell at the gate is not just a goodbye. It's a full-blown theatrical production. They cling to their loved ones like a vine to a brick wall, tears streaming down their faces as if they're being launched into space, never to return. The Waterworks start at the security line, escalate to full-blown sobs at the gate, and culminate in a final, heart-wrenching embrace that could stop a Boeing 747 in its tracks. And the speeches, oh, the speeches, they could rival any Oscar-winning performance. Look, we get it, goodbyes are hard, but there's a fine line between a heartfelt farewell and a full-blown meltdown. So, to all the emotional goodbyes out there, a gentle suggestion: maybe keep it brief, a simple hug, a quick "I'll miss you," and then just go. Your loved ones will be fine, and the rest of us can board the plane without needing a therapy session afterward. Ah, the loud family. A common sight in the airport ecosystem, as ubiquitous as those questionable gift shops selling oversized Toblerone bars. They travel in packs, often with enough offspring to rival a small soccer team, and their arrival is heralded by a cacophony of sounds that can only be described as pre-flight pandemonium.
Okay, kids, where's your boarding pass, and who took the tablet? No, stop licking the handrail.
There's the relentless whining of a toddler who's dropped their pacifier for the 10th time, the rhythmic thud of a teenager's headphones leaking bass-heavy music, and the constant bickering of siblings engaged in a territorial war over a single sticky airplane snack. But the true alpha predator in this family unit, the iPad, that one solitary tablet, usually blasting Paw Patrol at a volume that could deafen a rhinoceros, becomes the epicenter of the chaos.
Can we just get through security without someone crying, please?
Parents, bless their hearts, are often spotted looking overwhelmed and outnumbered, like zookeepers trying to wrangle a pack of particularly unruly monkeys. Now let's be fair, traveling with children is no easy feat. It takes a special kind of patience and resilience, and those parents deserve all the coffee and cocktails the airport lounge has to offer. But to the loud families of the world, a small request. Maybe invest in some noise-cancelling headphones for yourselves and for the rest of us, and perhaps consider packing a few extra activities to keep those little cherubs entertained. Because while the sound of children's laughter can be delightful, the sound of a tablet blaring Baby Shark on repeat for 3 hours straight, that's enough to make anyone contemplate faking a medical emergency just to get off the plane. And now, for a bonus round, we present to you a rare but truly baffling breed, the Zone 9 early boarder. This particular species operates under the delusion that the boarding process is a free-for-all, a chaotic scramble where the most aggressive and least patient traveler wins. They are masters of selective hearing, completely immune to the gate agent's pleas for order. They'll be sitting there, boarding pass clutched in their sweaty hand, Zone 9 clearly printed on it as the agent announces, now boarding Group 1, rows 1 through 10. And what do? They spring into action, of course. They lumber to their feet, dragging their oversized luggage behind them, a look of grim determination etched on their faces. It's like they believe that if they just push hard enough, if they just will it to be so, they can somehow bend the laws of time, space, and airline regulations. The Zone 9. Early boarder is a masterclass in delusion, a testament to the human capacity for self-deception. They are the embodiment of that universal truth. Just because you're ready to board doesn't mean you're actually allowed to board. So, to the Zone 9 early boarders of the world, a word of advice. Take a deep breath, find a seat, and maybe use this time to catch up on some light reading. Your row will be called eventually. And trust us, the plane isn't going anywhere without you. So next time you're flying, keep an eye out for these airport species. Observe them, learn from them. Avoid them, like that tuna sandwich on the departure menu. And most importantly, don't become one of them. Which airport species are you guilty of being? Drop it in the comments, no judgment. Okay, maybe a little.